Hey Buffs, thanks for tuning in to NewsTeam Boulder. It's Friday, February 10th, 2023, and this afternoon we got some great stories for you. Angus Skinner is keeping us up to date with CU's new primetime football recruits and what that means for the fall 2023 season.
And Derek Hernandez is going to tell us all about CU's Masters Super Smash Bros. Player and what the game means to him.
Stay tuned for all that and more from NewsTeam Boulder.
Hello, and welcome to the first newscast of NewsTeam Boulder in almost 1 year. I'm Piper Vaughn.
And I'm Nick Monroy. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with us.
Wholesale egg prices have decreased in the recent weeks from record highs. Prices fell to $2.61 on Monday, which is a 47% decrease from the beginning of 2023, meaning store customers may soon be able to purchase eggs again without cracking the bank. Speaking of cracking the bank, CU students are struggling with food insecurity, and some can't afford groceries to get by. Next up, what CU Boulder's Volunteer Resource Center is doing to support students who are facing food insecurity. NewsTeam Boulder's Carolyn Kelly has this story.
We all know the cost of living in Boulder is incredibly high, comparatively to other places, and food seems to be something like the first thing that goes. We define food security as having access to affordable, nutritious, and culturally relevant food. So lacking any of those three things at any time is food insecurity. If you can't find food that's affordable to you, that's food insecurity. If you can't find food that's nutritious, that's food insecurity. So if you're eating top ramen every day, that is food insecurity. If you can't find food that's culturally relevant, we know that CU is made up of students that come from all different places and have all different cultural backgrounds, and you deserve food that represents your lifestyle and the culture that you come from. So if you're lacking food in any of those areas, that's how we define facing food insecurity, and it looks a lot different for everybody that experiences it. It's like if you're having a hard time, maybe you'll skip a meal or you won't buy groceries this week. And so we want to make sure that that's something that students never feel that they have to sacrifice. And so I think it's really important that students have a place on campus that they can visit and receive food that's easily accessible. The Buff Pantry is the on-campus food pantry for students. It's located in the basement of the UMC next to the bookstore, and it's a place where students can visit up to once a week and receive absolutely free groceries. Right now we have 3 rooms in the pantry, and we try to provide a wide variety of stuff. So we have produce, we have personal care items, we have dairy products, we have frozen meat products, non-perishable goods, snacks, drinks, really pretty much everything you could get in a grocery store, but a lot smaller. The Buff Pantry is just one aspect of a larger program called the Feed the Stampede program, which is within the Basic Needs Center. One that we're running currently is Swipe It Forward. Swipe It Forward is a meal swipe donation program where CU students can donate unused meal swipes that they have. We collect them, and then we allocate them to students facing food insecurity on this campus. We also have our mobile food pantries, and those are grocery distribution events that happen every month. Experiencing food insecurity as a student can be something that's incredibly isolating, and you feel like you're the only one that's going through it, or that it's embarrassing, or it's something you have to hide. And so I think the visibility is really important so that people know that other students are going through this, and that it's okay to go and ask for help.
Join us after the break to stay up to date on our new football recruits.
Happy Friday, Buffs. I'm Mimi Herrick, and I'm outside of the rec where the CU women's water polo team is headed out for their very first tournament of the season. Last year, the girls took home a second-place conference title, and this year they're looking to blow the competition out of the water with a first-place conference title.
I think my ultimate goal for the season would be really nice to win conference and go to nationals in LA.
Beyond winning, the team is about community.
Really, my main goal every season is to just keep building the club and build the community here at CU. It was really small when I was a freshman, and I really appreciated it, and I would love to make that the experience for a lot of other people too.
We're wishing the girls good luck as they head off to the Air Force Academy to start their season off strong. They have a packed schedule with 4 games against CSU, Colorado School of Mines, Air Force, and Utah Tech. I'm Mimi Herrick. This is NewsTeam Boulder. Back to you.
Up next, Angus Skinner is here to tell us all about the new football recruits for the 2023 fall season.
After nearly 20 years of tribulation and a demoralizing 1-11 fall season, hope is on the horizon for Buffs football fans. The CU football team has only had 2 winning seasons in the last 15 years, but that all looked to change after the Buffs hired head coach Deion Sanders, or otherwise known as Coach Prime, on December 4th. Sanders has pulled in a whopping 42 recruits, which is the largest in CU football history. One of the most notable of those recruits is Travis Hunter, who plays both cornerback and wide receiver. The 6'1", 165-pound freshman was the #1 rated recruit coming out of high school and is the highest rated recruit CU has ever obtained. Hunter racked up 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in 4 games played last season. Travis Hunter and the Buffs football team will begin team trainings here at the indoor practice field on March 19th. And will play the annual Black and Gold intra-squad scrimmage here at Folsom Field on April 22nd. Student entry is free, and you'll have to claim your tickets beginning on February 13th. Reporting for NewsTeam Boulder, I'm Angus Skinner.
After the break, Alyssa Palazzo will give you the rundown on the weather next week, so stay tuned, Buffs.
Looks like it's going to be a warm weekend.
Happy Friday, Buffs! I'm Alyssa Palazzo, and it's been a fairly mild week in terms of weather so far. Here's what's ahead in your neck of the woods. A look at Colorado temperatures. Along the Front Range, we have milder temperatures, sitting in like the 50s or 40s. Over on the Rockies, it's a little bit colder, around the 30s. That's pretty normal for this time of year. And same for over on the eastern side of the state. It's going to be about the same as the Rockies. It's going to be a little chillier. You might need one extra layer. If we zoom out just a little bit, we can look at the national forecast. There are high pressure systems moving in, which is good news. It's going to be dry and nice weather. Think picnic blanket. If you look over on the coasts, however, they are not quite as lucky. They have low pressure systems over by California, Georgia, Florida, with cold fronts moving in similarly. If you see, there is going to be mixed precipitation over here on the west coast and a little bit of just rain with maybe some umbrellas necessary up near Washington. If you move over to the right, you're going to see in the northeast, it's going to be more of that mixed precipitation with rain and freezing rain down here by Florida due to that cold front that's moving its way out. Looking back here at Colorado, this is what we can expect for the weekend ahead. Saturday, high of 56, mostly sunny with a low of 28. Super Bowl Sunday, high of 47, low of 23. Possible snow flurries, so cuddle up with your football buddies and be sure to, enjoy the game. Monday, we're going to have a high of 47, low of 26. Again, mostly sunny day. Moving into Tuesday, Valentine's Day, it's going to be another sunny day with possible chance of rain. So go ahead and grab those blankets and chocolates and cozy up this Valentine's Day. If you're looking ahead to longer days, tomorrow is going to be a nice late sunset, the latest of the year, in fact, at 5:30. So expect more of that in the months to come. If you're looking to hit the slopes this weekend, you can expect 24 inches of machine-groomed powder from our Eldora neighbors. If you're looking to go a little bit farther out, Copper, you have 60 inches of powder, A-Basin 52, Breckenridge 52, and in Vail, you have 70 inches. That's all for today's weather. Tune back in after the break to learn all about the hotel construction on Broadway and Nathaniel Stein, CU's Super Smash Bros. Legend.
Wondering what's going on with the hotel construction on the Hill? NewsTeam's Taylor Veen has that story.
That one hotel was going in.
Not one, but 2.
I just assumed it wasn't affiliated with Boulder.
That's CU Boulder. Both hotels are set to call the Hill their home by 2025, but only one is affiliated with the university. The Hill Hotel is privately developed off campus on University Hill, whereas
the university is not involved with the Hill Hotel. The university is connected to the Limelight Hotel Boulder, which will be up in the northwest corner of campus at the intersection of University and Broadway.
Some confusion has arisen because of how close in proximity the 2 projects are to one another.
I thought that this one was like the Conference Associate. I just didn't realize there were 2.
The Hill Hotel is going in where old local businesses such as Bova's and Cosmos on the Hill once were, and is not associated with the school, whereas the Limelight Conference Center and Hotel is affiliated with the university and is designed to create a venue to host. Both hotels aim to alleviate year-round traffic and bring in revenue for the Hill community.
This conference center and hotel will provide a place in the community to host major academic conferences, large-scale events that really we don't have the capability to host right now. And beyond that,
Hill construction will take a few more years. Students and community members are excited by the possibilities both hotels will bring.
I do think it's a really cool opportunity for the school to have more space for conferences, guest speakers.
Thanks, Taylor. I've been wondering what's going on with that construction on Broadway. Now let's find out what's happening next week.
Next Monday is the last day for students to select or waive CU students' health insurance coverage. Be sure to opt in or out by the end of the day on Monday the 13th. Also, CU's I Love Mondays weekly event will be hosting a free candy and letters to friends event the day before Valentine's Day. Check it out at the North Dining Hall in the UMC at 2 p.m.
On Tuesday, February 14th, Norland Library will be hosting another Valentine's Day event. You can find free chocolates and card making at the east entrance of Norland from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesday. On Wednesday, CU is hosting its annual Inclusive Sports Summit. This year's theme is Legacy, honoring the past and creating the future of sport and recreation. The summit is free and open to all students, staff, faculty, and community members. You can catch the summit at the Dalbord Athletic Center from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday, February 15th.
Looking to add some more education to your week or wanting to learn some new ways of communication after a lonely Valentine's Day? CU is hosting an informative talk all about whale communication and the search for extraterrestrial life. The event is free for students who present their Buff 1 card. You can learn more about what whales have to do with aiding and communicating with aliens at the Fisk Planetarium and Science Center on Thursday, February 16th at 7 p.m. And to end your week and get pumped for the weekend, you can learn some new dance moves with the Bollywood dancing class at the Rec. The 60-minute class is free for all students as a part of the Rec's Free Friday Power Hour, starting at 5 p.m. next Friday, the 17th.
Wow, extraterrestrial whales, Bollywood dancing classes, there is a lot going on in Boulder this week.
I know, sounds like something I'm going to have to check out. Ending our fourth week of the semester, students are starting to feel the full weight of their classes. But one student breaks through the stress by fighting their friends. We go to NewsTeam's Derek Hernandez for more.
Spending long hours on campus is nothing new for college students. With classes, studying, and work, days can stretch well into the night. Take a student like Nathaniel Stein, who is a math and soon-to-be double major in econ. He finds himself most days spending almost up to 12 hours at a time on campus. Yet, somehow, he's propelled himself to the top of the leaderboards in competitive play of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash Bros. Is a long-running Nintendo franchise. Have you ever wanted your favorite game characters to duke it out to the end? Well, Nintendo has been offering this to players since the first game in 1999. The fun premise, exciting characters, and unique fighting styles has made the franchise very popular with competitive players. Nathaniel, who's better known in the community as N, was recently ranked the third best in Colorado at the game. With ample amount of time during lockdown, N was able to start honing his skills. As restrictions lifted, he began regularly attending tournaments. Now, I'm not as good as N, but I decided that I should test my luck and see how I do at the competition. Much fun as the competitions are, they are not short, most lasting at least 4 hours. So with an already packed schedule, why do it?
You know, if you spend your whole life doing work and stuff, you're not really living, if you'll forgive me sounding a bit corny.
With the hustle and bustle of life, so many of us neglect our hobbies, not giving them the proper time and dedication they deserve. British Prime Minister Winston Churchill was known for his many hobbies, once saying, "The cultivation of a hobby and new forms of interest is therefore a policy of first most importance to the public man. To be really happy and really safe, one ought to have at least 2 or 3 hobbies, and they must all be real." Research shows having a dedicated hobby not only helps stimulate your brain, but also is a better way to decompress than just going home and laying in bed. If you'd like to join N in his hobby, go to The Connection every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and sign up for the weekly Smash Bros. Tournament. If Wednesdays don't work for you, you can try to attend one of the many events happening around the area. Or I encourage you, find your own hobby and make sure that it is real. And ask yourself, are you really living? Derek Hernandez, NewsTeam Boulder.
Thank you so much for tuning in to NewsTeam Boulder's first newscast of the semester. I'm Piper Vaughn.
And I'm Nick Monroy. Stay tuned every Friday at 4 p.m. for the latest Boulder news created by students for students. We'll see you next week.